After ending the franchise in 2004 with Godzilla Final Wars, Toho stood by the word, having the longest hiatus in Godzilla history, lasting 12 years waiting for the next Toho Godzilla film. Well, there was 2014, but that was a MonsterVerse, so... Anyway, the film they released next, Shin Godzilla, was a massive success, and basically ensured that the Godzilla franchise would not be ending anytime soon. Released in 2016, it was directed by Hideaki Anno, who's known for making the Evangelion series, and Shinji Higuchi, who worked on the Attack on Titan franchise, the first film in the Gamera Heisei trilogy, and continued to make Shin Ultraman in 2022. But what made the film so special? So special that people made it their favorite Godzilla film, including me. So I decided to talk about this film and why it's so special. After 2004's Godzilla Final Wars, Toho had no intention on continuing the Godzilla franchise anytime soon, until 11 years later in 2015, where it was announced a new Toho Godzilla film would begin production in the autumn of that same year. The film was announced that it would be written by Hideaki Anno, who would also become the executive producer of the film. They also announced that Shinji Higuchi would also direct the film and do some of the special effects for it. Hideaki Anno then said in an interview that the script was complete and that it would begin filming in September of that year. And he also announced that Godzilla would be portrayed in CGI, which would make it the second time Godzilla was going to be portrayed by CGI, if you don't include 2004's Zilla and Final Wars. Then, on September 22nd of the same year, during the filming, the film was announced that it would be titled Shin Godzilla. Now, here's a fun fact about the film. On April Fool's Day in Japan, Toho announced a film called Godzilla vs. Evangelion, with some pretty cool artwork to go with it. Toho then announced it was a prank, but that the two franchises would be collabing in the future at some time on the tickets for Shin Godzilla. Then on April 13th, they released the first official trailer for the film, and the release date being July 2019 in Japan, which they were getting closer and closer to. Then on July 29th, 2016, Shin Godzilla was released. In the beginning, the film didn't really do very well, with a budget of $15 million, and it only made $500,000 on opening day, across 34 different theaters. But then the film was released worldwide, and it made almost $78 million, making back its budget and more. The film did well, and Toho decided to continue the Godzilla franchise onward. Now in this video, I won't be, reviewing the film, but I want to explain why it's my favorite Godzilla film, and what makes it special to me. When I saw this film, I saw it with my grandpa. I saw the film that it had an English dub, unlike the others on Prime Video, so I rented it. Now, my grandpa isn't necessarily a Godzilla fan, but he does like to watch them. But when a film has solid story and good characters, he expresses that he likes the film. And he did the same with Shin Godzilla, exactly how he did with Godzilla Minus One. Now, what I really love about the film is the characters. They feel so real and relatable that all you can do is cheer for them as they struggle to find a way to stop Godzilla. In 2016, there was no other characters like the ones in Shin Godzilla in the Godzilla franchise. Anyway, my favorite character in the film is the Prime Minister, Seiji Okachi. During the film, he does all he can to stop Godzilla from destroying the city, but he doesn't do it for money or to be known as a great Prime Minister. He does it because he cares for his people. Throughout his time in the movie, he tries his hardest with his moral of keeping the people safe, but in the end he dies to Godzilla's beam, who hits the helicopter that he's evacuating in. Another thing I like about his death is the symbolic nature of it, showing that no matter who you are, anybody could die during the events of the film. The film is really satisfying to watch. Unlike other movies that stories are so short that the film either has to suffer from it by making the film short or dragging out to a minimum watch time, the film is packed, so packed that most of the scenes are fast paced, which gives a satisfying feel that all these people are rushing around trying to find a way to stop him from destroying all these innocent people. Then there's Godzilla himself. Godzilla isn't necessarily the bad guy in the film. Actually, no one is. In fact, if there was a villain, it'd probably be the humans. Godzilla is created by their nuclear waste and causes him to evolve to his little monster thing, who can do nothing but rampage through the city. Shin Godzilla is an animal who just wanted to live peacefully until he was mutated into a monster. Then, throughout the film, Shin Godzilla evolves, but not to attack the humans, but to protect himself from the humans attacking him. But also, his evolving cools him down. You see, inside Shin Godzilla, his blood is boiling, meaning he literally is being burned alive without being killed. So he continuously evolves, evolving to cool himself down, but this doesn't mean the humans are the villains of the film. In the end of the film, Shin Godzilla is frozen, essentially killing him, releasing him from the pain that was his life. Now, the humans didn't do it on purpose, but it did kind of help him in a way. Altogether, Shin Godzilla remains to have a special place in my heart, and proceeds to be my favorite Godzilla film, being almost completely flawless, and continues to be an enjoyable watch every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, as I wanted to try something different from my normal battle videos. Anyway, as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.